lot of methods.
As long as I remember.
I have plenty of memory.
Oh, you would benefit.
Well, not up here. Bloopers. I want to do that now. I have the old video stuff too. I'm gonna do that just for funny. No, maybe not. Okay, anyways. Do you believe? Ooh. Yeah, well. Okay. Do you believe there's communication within the practices of yoga and meditation? Whether yoga and meditation are practiced together or separately, they are both mind-altering exercises that change our state of consciousness. Today I'll be discussing with you the communication that occurs between the mind and body when you practice yoga, as well as how your communication skills can improve by doing these practices. When you think about communication within your own mind, you probably relate this to the thoughts that you have each and every day. Well, that's exactly where the communication starts within these specific practices. When we enter any sort of meditative state, we are consciously attempting to manipulate our natural thought patterns in order to clear and calm the mind. We do this by giving slight recognition to our natural thoughts for a brief second, and then letting them pass by as we try to remain focused on our breath, a mantra, relaxing music, or maybe even an object. Our brain is constantly sending signals all throughout our mind and body. When we alter our consciousness, we are interrupting that natural flow of brain waves and telling our minds to think in a different way, thus sending those waves in an alternate pattern. By doing this, we are training our minds to use this method while we are not in an altered state of consciousness. We become more capable of taking this mental step backwards within real life situations, and we can really put forth some credible problem-solving skills. It also is a great tool to help individuals calm their ego and help control fluctuations in your mood. As I mentioned before, our brain is constantly sending signals all throughout our minds and bodies. Not only does our mind tell us what to think, but it also tells our body how and when to move. This is a huge form of communication that happens all throughout the day, whether we are conscious of it or not. When we practice yoga, we are linking our movements with our breath to relax both the mind and the body and to ensure that we are moving in a steady flow. Just like how meditation can help bring mental stability to our everyday lives, practicing yoga regularly can change the way we carry ourselves and also how we use different forms of nonverbal communication. Practicing yoga and meditation doesn't only bring mental stability into our lives, but it also brings physical balance as well. By consistently using our muscles, we are conditioning them to be stronger and more capable of moving in different ways. Therefore, we are capable of doing more activities with less struggles. As I mentioned earlier, practicing these techniques can help improve our nonverbal communication. However, it can also help improve our verbal communication. Certain types of meditation focus on balancing our chakras, and one of the 7 chakras is known as the throat chakra. The throat chakra, or the 5th chakra, is said to house the body's mission towards communication and guidance. When we cleanse our throat chakra, we help clear out any blockages that may be keeping us from communicating verbally, as well as listening to the communication of others. The time we get to self-reflect and relax while practicing these techniques really helps us communicate more effectively. Practicing yoga and meditation helps us reach a state of mindfulness in which we calmly acknowledge and accept ours as well as others' feelings, thoughts, and bodily sensations. By doing this, we essentially think before we speak. This communication skill seems obvious. However, it is not something that everybody practices with ease, especially in heated situations. During mindful communication, we bring awareness towards what we are saying. We practice paying attention to others on purpose to ensure that our responses are kind, honest, and helpful. In order to do this, we must pay attention, release judgment, and be in the moment. All of these aspects relating to good, mindful verbal communication are also the main focal points within the practices of yoga and meditation. So as you can see, There are many types of communication that occur within the mind and body while practicing yoga and meditation. There are also many qualities we take from our meditative state to make use of within efficient verbal and nonverbal communication. I hope this knowledge brings insight to each and every one of you, and that going forward, you can see some of these aspects within your own communications. The end.